For episode 4's Coffee Chat with SJB Coffee Connoisseur, I am interviewing my special guest, Bailey Coleman, radio personality. We enjoyed sampling coffee, talking about being from Washington State, as well as being transplants to Wisconsin. Take a listen. Every morning.
Oh my gosh. Okay, don't hate me.
I won't.
Folgers. I know.
All right.
I'll have some Pike's Place.
Okay.
Starbucks.
Gotcha.
I'm boring. But my formative years in Seattle, as you know. So I've had every little caramel macchiato, blah, 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 chai, tea, yada, yada, all of that.
How did you get into coffee, and what was the first coffee that you experienced? You've already said that you drink Folgers currently, so I can only imagine how you got into coffee.
Well, and my mom and dad would always drink whatever they would drink, the regular Coleman or whatever.
Right.
And, coffee really started for me then just growing up and smelling the coffee in the morning. Just getting up every morning, you knew. My mom and dad were in the kitchen having a cup of coffee before the day started.
Right.
And that was always, that was my awakening to coffee. Now, I didn't actually start drinking full-on regular coffee until I got into radio.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Is it because of the early mornings?
Yeah, because I used to be a morning show. I started off as a morning show producer in Seattle. And so, I don't know, drinking coffee, I was at KFOX, KKFX.
On our coffee journey, we are starting with an anodyne espresso shot. I described this as dark chocolate and smoky notes, and we are pairing this with a berry muffin from Kumba Coffee. In this moment, I am explaining to Bailey that I love to record folks' experience when they try their first espresso shot. I love her authentic reaction. Take in some air, so like a...
Okay.
And then follow that up. Mm-hmm. Follow that up with a piece of your pastry.
Okay.
Kind of mellows it out a little bit. And then when you're ready, you go back to another sip. What are you experiencing? I love that.
That was a very bitter. It's very bitter. Espresso is very bitter. That's why I usually, if I have it with our lovely coffee machine at the Truth, it's sweet. It's kind of, it's in a mocha, so. Yeah, I'm not a black coffee drinker, sorry.
Bailey's one of those. Yes. How many creams and sugars do you put
Well,
in here?
I usually only put 1 to 2 creams.
Okay.
It's all about the color of the coffee for me, right? I don't want a dark tan, but more of a caramel.
Okay.
Okay. And then I usually use a sugar substitute.
Really?
Yes, like a Splenda or something like that. Because I don't want it to be too sweet. I don't like sugar coffee with my sugar, right?
How on earth did you end up in Milwaukee? People ask me this all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, so I ended up here by way of, right? It was radio that brought me here, though.
Okay.
It was the job.
Got you. That's how I came here for work, too.
See?
So you've been out of Washington for a long time.
Well, but I go back all the time.
Yeah.
I'm back home at least twice, sometimes 3 times a year.
Okay. Do you go get coffee when you go
we
back
do.
home?
Oh, yeah. My sister and I, our favorite thing, especially during the holidays, is, when she picks me up, she usually picks me up from the airport.
Yeah.
But for us to go get, some Starbucks on the way to, get a soy chai latte,
Oh my gosh, that's my mom's drink.
Yeah.
She loves their chai over at
and then an eggnog latte during the holidays.
I do love an eggnog latte.
Oh, I love a good eggnog latte.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what role does coffee play in your life nowadays? We've heard about your beginnings, but what about now?
It's a key role now, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because in the morning, I went through this period where I didn't drink anything at all. I didn't drink any coffee or anything in the morning. But now, to get me going for work, and I got to be there so early, I'm like, I gotta have a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Working at the Truth, and sometimes I have to be there at like 6:30 in the morning
Yeah.
or whatever. But they have what I call their barista, and it's a coffee machine, and I always get the vanilla latte with a it's got the espresso in it. So.
Okay.
But that keeps me going all day. I'm good all day. I have one of those.
So
I'm good
you're
all day.
one cup of coffee a day?
Well, okay.
Wow.
Sometimes I drink it because I want that pick me up,
Right.
and I feel like if it doesn't happen in the morning, if I don't get that connection in the morning, and I want you to know I didn't drink any this morning
Got you.
because I was coming to see you. So
Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna need to get whatever the connection I have with the coffee.
Yes. Okay. All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Much smoother.
Much smoother.
Yeah, much better. It really tastes like. It really reminds me of Folgers without the not necessarily Folgers, but
Right.
a coffee without or with the cream and no sugar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very good. I like it.
All right. So this is one that you would go for?
I would.
Okay.
I would. I might add a little sugar.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
Very good, and it's very lemony. It's a lemon meringue. You want to get this one. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This is-
You to compare
Okay.
your espresso,
My espresso.
to your latte.
My espresso was hardcore. It was tough. It went down a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. But this latte right here, oh my goodness, this is amazing. This
Yeah.
is amazing. As a matter of fact, let me take another sip because this was so good. I didn't expect anything.
Okay.
I didn't know what was gonna happen.
I love that.
Right.
Yes.
And I loved it. I love the experimental espresso because that was the first time I was a virgin to that.
Yeah.
Just a straight up, And then coming along with the cortado.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, that was pretty good. I would do that again.
Yeah.
I would do that again. Yeah. But then the latte is always. It's always gonna be my favorite. It's
Right.
sweeter. It's got, I'm not looking for notes or anything. I'm just looking for a good old tasting coffee.
Right.
There it is. And yeah, I love it. I love a good latte. And this lemon meringue, oh my God.
I was sharing with Bailey that we're going to our next coffee experience. We are going to go on a black coffee journey from espresso.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this.
And
one
Bailey's
now.
gonna love it. We're gonna experience notes,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's just gonna be amazing.
No musical notes, just
No musical notes, just
Coffee
smelling and tasting notes,
Okay.
and
Okay.
it's gonna be a great experience.
I think it will be, especially
Yeah.
hanging out with you. I love this. I love
Thank
this.
you.
I love
Thank
my
you.
latte.
Oh, stop.